Hello students. Today we're reviewing again how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions. You are working on a review sheet that has several problems of each different kind. What I would like to do is, just for review's sake, go over one of each kind with you so that you can remember how to do it. When you add fractions, we'll start here. When you add fractions, you need a common denominator. The common denominator for this one is a number that 6 and 5 will go into. So we have to use our brains and think, well, 6 will go into 30 and 5 will go into 30. We know that because we know multiplication facts. And then what we do from there is we look at the multipliers. We need 6 times 5 will give you 30. So you're going to do 1 times 5 to make this a 5 up on top. And then 5 times 6 will give you 30. So you do 2 times 6 will give you a 12. When you add, then you add the numerators together. So it would be 17 thirtieths, and you add your whole numbers together. So the answer for this one would be 3 and 17 thirtieths. You would do any reducing that you needed to do. You would fix any improper fractions, because we can't have improper fractions at Tech. But this answer is fine the way that it is. All right, let's look at a subtraction one. Let me think about which one I would like to do. Oh, we'll do this one. It's down here at the bottom. Sometimes you also have to pick a common denominator, but sometimes the best common denominator is just the larger of the two numbers. In this case, 10 will work, because 5 times 2 is what gives you 10. So 4 times 2 would put an 8 on top of that fraction. And then down here, technically it's times 1, so this would be a 6. And remember that this is subtraction, so that you're going to subtract the numerators, and you get 2 tenths. But 2 tenths could be reduced to 1/5. So 1/5 is your answer to that problem. All right. Flipping over to the back, let's talk about the multiplying one. And remember that in class, I had you write steps to the multiplying process. The first step in the multiplying process is to make them improper. And you do that by going 3 times 7 plus the 4 on top. 3 times 7 is 21, plus the 4 on top would be 25 over 7. And then this one also we make improper. 1 times 5 plus the 2 on top would be 7 over 5. Next step in the multiplying process is to try to cross reduce. In this problem, everything can cross reduce, because these two 7s can reduce to 1s, and the 5 and the 25 can also reduce. Doing the cross reduce step actually makes our problem so much easier, because now when we multiply across, instead of having 25 and 7, we have 5 and 1, which 5 times 1 is 5, and 1 times 1 on the bottom, this would just be equal to 5. And again, we would simplify in the end or fix any improper fractions that we need to, but that's your process for multiplication. Okay. Let's look at a division problem. So our division is very similar to our multiply. We make them improper if we can. So 4 times 4 plus the 1 is 17 over 4. And 1 times 2 plus the 1 on top would be 3 over 2. That's our first step, to make them improper. In division, there's a special thing where you do keep, change, flip. Remember I told you it reminds me of chicken? It's that you keep the first fraction, you change it to multiply, and you flip the second fraction upside down. Alright? After we do the keep, change, flip step, we pick up where we left off with the other process. Can we cross reduce? Yes, we can cross reduce. We can't go this way though. So we're going to go and we multiply straight across, which we would have 17, and 2 times 3 is 6. 17, 6 we can't have at ICTC, at Tech, because we can't measure it. So we have to think of how many times does 6 go into 17. I know that 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 would be 18. So times 3 is too many. So it goes in twice. 6 times 2 is 12. So I'm 5 away from that. So it would be 5 sixths. 2 and 5 sixths would be our answer for this one. Alright, so I would like you to try the rest of the problems that are on your sheet. If you're doing this on the Google form online, these were actually 4 of the problems that were on your Google form. So maybe go back and review or write down the answers to these problems so that you can enter them into your Google form. Alright, have a great day. If you have any questions, you can always email me at cjones@ictc.edu. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.